So expensive living in Dublin. How do I afford all of this rent? Hi everyone, Chinyere, and you're welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on the cost of living here in Dublin. These are my own personal experiences because everybody has their own support systems, their employment aspirations and skills. So I would like to say thank you first of all to my friends Olamide and Magdalena, who were of so much help to me sharing information that I will be using in this video today. Dublin is the 8th most expensive city in Europe. I hope this video is helpful to somebody out there because I know lots of people are migrating from one country to another, and who knows, somebody might just decide to watch this video. Alright guys, now time to talk about money, the Kaya chain. So the value of a euro to a dollar today is 1.059 and the value of a euro to a pound is 0.856 British pounds. That means that the euro is a very strong currency in the world. The minimum wage here in Ireland is about 9.15 euros per hour. A salary of at least 1,005 is enough for you to live a decent single lifestyle in Dublin, especially if you stay in a shared apartment. And by that I mean like you could be with another person, or if you decide with 10 other people. But if you wish to stay and rent something all by yourself and live in some sort of luxury, it's also available, but that would be a huge struggle for you to survive in this city. Now there will be jobs out there that will be willing to pay you as low as 800 euros per month, I can assure you, but unless you're living like with your parents or somebody is really taking care of you, you have some major support system, I will advise you to just hold up until you get that good job. Nearly all of your income is liable to tax. The percentage of tax you receive depends on what your income is. The first part of your income is taxed by 20%, and that is known as the standard rate of tax. And now the remaining balance of that will be taxed by 40%. I remember the first time I received my salary here, my first paycheck. I mean, like, I looked at the salary and I was like, oh my god, I have arrived. There are 3 major deductions that are made from your salary, and these are the PAYE, which is the pay as you earn, your PRSI, which is your pay related social insurance, and your USC, which is the universal social charge. They all have their different roles that they play in your income when it comes to deductions. So the higher you earn, the more visits you get by the tax collector, basically. Renting in Dublin is extremely difficult and expensive. And that, I will probably say, is because there is a low supply of houses and a high demand of these houses here in Dublin. A studio apartment today goes for about 900 to 1,000 euros. And I used to know a studio apartment as a room that has a toilet, kitchen, bathroom, and maybe a bed there for you to lie on at night. 1-bedroom apartment here in Dublin that has a kitchen and a toilet for you to share will probably go for 600 euros, and a 1-bedroom apartment where you have a kitchen to share and maybe your toilet and bathroom and suite in your room will probably go for 750 euros. Now you can see how we get to enjoy the rent package here in Dublin. For your utilities, electricity. Now I stay in a 1-bedroom apartment with my husband, and it's just both of us, so that is enough for both of us. So I will just be sharing with you guys what my utility bills are basically like. For my electricity bill, for a period of 2 months, we get to pay between 90 to 100 euros, depending on the season of the year. In winter, we get to pay closer to 100 euros, and during the summer and spring, we pay about 90 euros, which is quite fair enough anyways for this city. Internet charges, we pay about 50 euros per month. For our cell phone bills, we try to manage 20 euro card for the month, and that has unlimited data internet service in it. Water charges are currently not operational in Ireland, but there's a bill that has been passed, so very soon we're going to have to pay our water bills in this country. For feeding, a full Irish breakfast in a basic restaurant on the roadside will probably cost you about 7 to 8 euros, depending on what you get to eat. Now, a full Irish breakfast consists of bacon, sausages, black pudding, fried eggs, hash browns, tea or coffee. Now, for that one, you get to pay between 7 to 8 euros for that kind of meal. You could budget on a low and shop in stores like Aldi or Lidl, and that way you get to save more money. We also have Tesco here, but Anyways, so we have Aldi and Lidl here, and they do supply fresh Irish produce for you to eat. And if you get to save, you can save money by cooking for yourself. A friend of mine told me that while she was still single, when she used to cook for herself, she could spend as much as 100 euros per month for feeding. But on a month when she decides to splurge and go into some junk food, then she gets to spend about 160 to 200 euros for the month on feeding. So you can save more money by cooking for yourself and shopping in stores like Aldi or Lidl. Now, my gym membership here in Dublin is 60 euros per month, and it gives me access to the swimming pool, the gym, fitness training, and a jacuzzi. The average crèche here in Dublin is about 900 euros, and that will cover just one child. It's between 900 to 1,000 euros. Now, if you have 2 kids, I hear that you can pay a discount rate, or there's a discount rate for 2 kids, but I'm sure it's still relatively pricey. The average cost to see a GP here in Dublin is about 60 euros. In the UK, I know that a friend of mine told me that they do not get to pay for GP services. Entertainment. Now, Dublin is a city surrounded by lots of students. It houses the prestigious Trinity College. It also houses the Dublin City College, the DIT, or is it DIIT? Something like that. Anyways, so there are lots of schools around the city, so you are not going to be lacking in any form of entertainment. The major venues for hangouts here in Dublin are pubs. Pint of Guinness here, depending on the time of the day, is about 4 to 6 euros. Go to the cinema here. There's a cinema somewhere around the corner there called the Savoy Cinema. There are 2 tickets. For you to get 2 tickets to see a movie, it will cost you about 2 euros. They have low tariff days, which are the Thursdays, and on such days you get to pay about 11 euros for 2 movies. So take note, 11 euros on Thursdays for 2 tickets. The major means of transportation here in Dublin are the buses, trams, taxis, Lewis, and bicycles. You have to be very careful if you're a bicycle rider, because there are lots of crazy drivers out there. The regular fare for a bus trip is about 2.05 euros. Take note that drivers do not give change and they do not collect notes, so it is important that you have your correct change in hand before you get into your buses. And there are cards called leap cards here that help subsidize the cost of your bus fares. Our advice, if you're doing more than 2 trips a day, get the Rambler ticket. There's a 5-day ticket and there's a 30-day ticket. Now, the 5-day ticket is about 31.05 euros, and the 30-day ticket is between 130 to 150 euros. Now, that will help you to make consecutive and non-consecutive travels, and you'll be charged at a more subsidized rate. So there you have it, guys, my rough guide to living in good old Dublin. So best of luck with your decisions, and like I always say, there is no city that is better than another. Once you get to live there more than a month, then you get to see the upsides and the downsides. So just enjoy the period or the season that you have there, and make sure you make a positive impact. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure you leave a thumbs up to my video and you subscribe to my channel. Hit that red button, hit it, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.